All right, I simply can't wait any longer. Also, you made me look so stupid.
Happy birthday to you.
Do it in a British accent after what you made me do last week. I was like, that's one of those things. I was like, it was like midnight, and I was just thinking, why did I have to talk in a British accent for so long about nothing? I thought the content would be funny, and the content wasn't even funny.
Tyler.
Hit it, Hutch.
No, I'll say it. Oi, bruv, hit it, Hutch. See,
Actually, before you say that,
that's a British accent.
Could Hutch sing me happy birthday? And if so, can we play that instead of the intro music?
Okay, yeah.
Hit it, Hutch.
I'm gonna
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
I'll tell you right now, Hutch did not send that to me. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm sure he didn't. Welcome back to dude. He's like an actual star now. He doesn't have time for that kind of stuff. But who does have time for this?
He switched up on us.
Yeah, man.
He switched up on his day one. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, Hutch Diebler. It used to be Diebler back when we knew him, but now it's Diebler.
Yeah, he's gone Hollywood on us. But who hasn't gone Hollywood on you? Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree. Welcome back. This is a big episode. Obviously, we had to film this one because if you know where this is coming out, this came out the week after Thanksgiving. We had to film this one well in advance. So we actually filmed this episode in August.
And we're thankful.
So we knew we had a busy holiday season coming up. And so, yeah, today is August 29th. It's 5 p.m. And yeah, it's so hot outside, isn't it? The weather's been a scorcher this summer.
And
so,
we're thankful and grateful.
We're thankful and grateful, even though we're not there yet. I just know we're going to be thankful and grateful in November for this podcast and for each other. And
to prove it, I'm about to crack open a Sprite Zero that expires August 27th. All right, I'm going to drink it.
If he doesn't throw up, that proves it's in August right now.
Tastes pretty good. Not sponsored.
Must be August. So I bet everyone's excited for the leaves to change. We're excited to get into this episode. This is a special episode. This episode, I think, comes out on December 2nd, and our boy Tyler from Until We Agree, his birthday is December 3rd. So this is the birthday episode.
Gotta be December 2nd. This is so far in the future, I couldn't believe it.
Well, I bought Tyler a present on like November 19th that got delivered on August 27th, and now it is here and ready to be opened.
Can I walk the people through it with some ASMR?
Yeah, I would. Oh, I think I would love that. We'd all love that. Yep.
So in this package is
okay, I'm gonna stop that. But so in this package addressed to Tyler Howard, it feels like some sort of t-shirt. And my first thought was, okay, it's an anti-gift because I gave Matt an anti-gift.
No, it's not, dude. You did. But this is actually, you're going to love this.
All I could think about is it's a Ban Camino t-shirt from when you see them.
That's a little above our budget, but...
Really? I mean, are they
Just
overcharging for t-shirts?
I didn't go to the concert, but I assume they are, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to open this bad boy now.
Yeah, get in there.
Alright.
I'm
It
so
is
excited.
a t-shirt. I'm trying to guess without opening it.
Dude,
No way. What is this? No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious? All right. For those of you that are not watching me open this live in August, dude, this is so sick. It's a picture. So it's a t-shirt, which feels very comfortable, I must say.
Oh, nice.
So I
Good.
just hit my mic. Smells like a new t-shirt. Oh, I'm gonna wear this right now.
Dude, please do.
So it is a picture. I'll post something of me in it, or I'll send you a picture of me.
Yeah. Please. This will be. I'll post this on your birthday. Whatever picture you send me.
It's a picture of it's Garfield, but he looks like he's been through it, right? He looks like he's been through it. He's in a Scrooge-esque nightgown with a long top cap that people wear as nightgowns. He's not holding a lantern, he's holding a coffee because he needs to be caffeinated to get through the day. And of course, what does it say? I hate Mondays.
Dude.
What a shirt. Oh, thank you.
I know. And what's so crazy is we started making the I hate Monday jokes in November, and somehow in August I was thinking about this. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. I mean, I guess, good comedy, it transcends time.
And I bought it on a Monday, and so I just was, you know how everyone on the podcast listening probably knows when it's Monday, it's a Monday. Am I right? And so I was just in that Monday mood as everyone gets, and I was like, Tyler needs this for his birthday. But do you actually like it?
Yes, I love it. I'm gonna wear it.
Let's go
right now. And I would love to see their sales, like the analytics behind that, and just see, because I bet they get a little bump on Mondays.
You'd have to think, but dude, happy birthday!
Thank you.
I'm serious.
I'm the ripe old age of 26. I've decided I would start counting backwards this time.
Little Benjamin Button action, but
yeah,
27.
Button.
27 was a big year for you. You got to be my best man. I got to be married. Big year for you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to have any other 26-year-old by my side going to year 28,
Yeah, because you're going to be 29 next year. I'll be 25 next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the gap gets wider, and in, I don't know, like 3 years, or no, I guess it would still be about 7 years. It's going to be a major felony. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Dude, the good news is we actually need more people in the 0 to 22 demographic. I was looking today because we're doing some more Am I the Cusshole? And I was like, we have to say Cusshole obviously because we're sponsored by Hutch. But we also we have a young audience. Almost 2% of our audience is under the age of 17, right? And so what example would we be setting if we're not catering to them? So it's gonna be great that in a couple years you'll get to be one of those, and you can appeal to them.
Yeah, all my new cool friends.
Let me put you on to 6, 7, and Skibbity. Remember those, buddy?
Yeah, and I'm having a premonition. I think 41 is gonna be a pretty big deal here in a couple months.
dude, that's a crazy call to say in August.
Dude, I'm just saying. I can feel it in my bones, and what's about to come out? Like the government might release some files pretty soon about a man named John Pork. Things are going to get wild.
Classic government file release of a guy with the first name Jay,
Yes. Yeah.
Dude. What feels really good about this episode? We're not filming on a Monday. We don't always have to do this.
That might be the key.
I'm wide awake right now. I'm happy. And those are two things I'm not typically in the state of when I'm talking to you, especially on the podcast. But this is awesome.
Right. Typically, we've just grinded through a Monday at work. And what do we always say about Mondays?
I hate Mondays.
That's right. We always say that.
So true. All right. Mondays are out of the way. Your birthday's out of the way. Happy birthday, of course. But let's move on to something that really matters. The next part of the podcast.
Superman.
What?
I had a thought about Superman.
Yeah.
Because I saw the movie a while ago, like the newest one. And it also got me thinking about Stan Lee, because we all know Stan Lee. He didn't make Superman because that's a different hero. He made quite a few heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But like, think about how easy it would have been to be the writer of like superheroes back then.
Dude,
like imagine Superman. Yeah, imagine Superman is like, I'll pick all the basic ones, all the cool ones, and just give it to Superman because nobody's done it before, and I say so. And now, if you want to pick a hero, like you can't have anything.
Yeah, they really did start with saying, here's the first superhero ever. He has every power you can imagine. Good luck making anything original from here on out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're going to have to give them cool backstories and make them orphans.
Yeah, exactly.
So good luck.
Yeah. But like, I mean, that's so true because like, think about, did you see the new Fantastic Four movie?
I haven't, but I saw the old one.
Okay, well, counts. What I like to do is when I watch like a movie, especially one that's like coming from a franchise, I like to like go on TikTok and kind of like get like background information from like the dorks who know everything about them. Right. And so there's this one character in it he's not like the main villain, but he's like, apparently I learned he's one of the main villains that the Fantastic Four fight in the comics. And his name is
Silver Surfer.
His name is Mole. Oh. No, Silver Surfer is like one of the famous ones who's like hard to beat.
Right.
This is just like some guy who lives underground named Mole Man.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Like, they go from a guy, one of their villains eats planets to survive, and then their other villain is Mole Man.
Mole Man.
Like,
and Mole Man probably is pretty. He's probably pretty spunky.
Yeah, but
yeah,
but like he wasn't, apparently, from what I understand, he wasn't that hard to beat. And it's like, yeah, obviously, because like they started too hot. They started with a guy who a person who can fly through space at light speed, faster than light speed, on a surfboard covered in silver, and then his buddy eats planets. Where do you go from there? Like, you can only get into geopolitics from there, truly, because like you've already proven you're stronger than everyone else. So I think you're making a good point here.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like we have nowhere to explore in the comic book superhero realm, and that's why we keep digging into all the old stuff and then making movies about it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we should try to write a comic book character. I think that could go well.
Did I ever tell you that in second grade, me and my friend Jameson, we had a comic book series that we made literally hundreds of episodes, or hundreds of like comics of. I was the author and he was the illustrator. Do you want to know what he was?
Yes.
His name was Hamster Man. And
okay.
And this was in second grade. And so Jameson drew a really good Hamster Man. He was the artist. But every now and then, after he drew everything, but then after second grade, we were in different classes. And so it got a lot harder to like exchange the book. So I would write it and then leave empty squares for him to draw the illustrations in. But it got harder to do that.
Is this the Jameson I know?
Yeah, it's the Jameson you know.
Should I ask him what he thinks about Hamster Man?
You straight up can. He would remember it, I'm sure.
Okay.
This was a big part of our childhood. We made actually between like 200 and 400 of these books.
Okay, I might come with an update next week.
Yeah, but I think at some point, I don't remember, at some point, we had to like make like our big villain, like our biggest villain. He may not remember this part, but I remember this because I actually drew this in like a yearbook once. I don't remember the connection. I don't really understand. But I remember having to draw it because it got harder for us to do it together. And so I started he would do some of them, but then if I just needed to release a new comic book, he would have to face against our biggest villain, Triangle Man. And Triangle Man was a villain, obviously, who was only made out of triangles. And so I was able to draw him, which is what we really needed.
See, this is where you messed up, because you know what the villain should have been?
What's that?
Human trafficking. Because that's what hamsters are. They're just little slaves to humans.
Human trafficking. Hamsters are human trafficking, is what you just said, correct?
No. Human trafficking being the humans are trafficking the hamsters.
That's not what that is, by the way. Human trafficking,
yes,
the human in human trafficking is the victim.
No, not in this case. That's why it's a new villain in a comic book.
You're an absolute clown.
Bro, that's why it's in a comic book. It's not real.
I guess, man.
We were having a good time.
Dude, I know we actually were getting along, and
we were having a good time.
I really Mondayed up the vibe for this episode. I'm sorry about that.
It feels like a Monday.
You're right. I should have made the real villain human trafficking when I was 6 years old. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, maybe next time, maybe we can get back in on that, because that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's just lean back into Hamster Man. Ask Jameson if you can have his share in the company. Obviously not a share, but like if you can take over creating the likeness of Hamster Man. I think he would be okay with that, as long as he's still profiting off of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, lucrative back in the day, I would think.
Yeah, it had to be.
But yeah, that's I was just thinking about that because, I mean, it's just they had it so easy back then. That's like the same thing as when people are like, the whole boomer saying to buy a house. I bought one with, 20 cents an hour. And
just keep showing up to the office of the CEO every day in a suit and just don't take no for an answer.
I sent you that, right?
Tell his receptionist I'm going in right now. Yeah, that plays in 2025.
Did you send him a letter?
Exactly. Well, times are changing, and the time of this podcast is changing because it's time to talk about Am I the Cusshole?
Yes. It was a huge hit last week.
Yeah, huge. For this episode that came out 24 hours ago that we haven't gotten a ton of feedback on yet. But it had to have been huge. There's no way it wasn't.
So I have sorted this week's filter, let me rewind that back to, because I fast forward to October here, and now let me get back to August. I filtered this week's suggestions. What am I saying? I can't think of words.
You tell me.
I filtered this week's Am I the Cusshole entries by top of the year. And so we're going to have some bangers to contend with. I'm going to read you 3 to 5. Let's just go with 5. I'm going to read down the line at 5.
We're going to
skip
any 5 of these?
No. I'm just going to read the titles like I did last time,
okay.
and then you're going to tell me which one you want to double click.
Okay, deal.
We're in a Zoom meeting. We're going to double click. We will not be circling back, though.
Come on, son.
All right. Am I the cusshole for embarrassing my husband's coworker for embarrassing me and my husband? Am I the cusshole for telling my girlfriend I have every right to defend my home after someone started kicking my door in?
Okay.
All right. Am I the cusshole for telling my daughter that her mom cheated on me when my daughter said my new girlfriend looks like an OnlyFans chick? Okay. Someone stole my chair at work, so I had them arrested. That one doesn't even say am I the cusshole.
Come on.
And then, am I the cusshole for telling a guy to shut up during a job interview? Man, I want to hit all these.
Dude, okay.
Crazy.
We might be able to get to, let's shoot for 2. I want to hear the getting your coworker arrested for stealing a chair one for sure.
Okay, let's go with that one right now. This one's short. We might be able to get to 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a new job in sales working for a company that sells access control systems, CCTV systems, etc. The chair in my cubicle was uncomfortable, so day 3, he or she, put that in weird parentheses, brought in my own Herman Miller Aeron chair. That sounds like an expensive chair. On day 4, it was missing. I looked around and another sales rep was sitting in it. I asked for it back, but he basically told me to F off. Whoa.
Crazy.
I went and spoke to the owner of the company. He told me that the chairs aren't reserved. They're first come and first serve. I explained that I own the chair and it cost me $1,800. He told me that I need to come in earlier if I want that chair. The next day, the same guy was sitting in it when I got to the office. I told him to give it back. I was going to call the cops. He refused, so I called the cops. It was quite the scene. But in the end, he admitted that he took my $1,800 chair. That's in all caps, by the way. I was prepared. I had the receipt, which showed the serial number. Yes, Aeron chairs have serial numbers. They asked me if I wanted to press charges. My new boss said that I would be terminated if I had him arrested. So I said, absolutely, I want to press charges. my new boss fired me on the spot. So I carried my chair out with me as I was leaving. And yes, the cops arrested the dude who took my chair. He admitted to it, in parentheses. The dude who took my chair has been in the industry for about 15 years, but he's going to lose his security license, which means he won't be able to work in the industry. He's going to lose his job. I don't give a cuss. He shouldn't have stolen my chair. Am I the cusshole for making this dude lose his job?
Oh, that one's actually really interesting.
I just feel like at some point in this story, there's been a terrible miscommunication. Yeah. There's no way anybody's sitting in somebody else's $1,800 chair and they're like, I'm not giving it back. Like that. I can't imagine that that's the truth. But if it is, I'm not that mad about. No,
this is
police.
This is absolutely ridiculous. That's what's so interesting about it.
Yeah,
is how ridiculous this is. Because in no world should this have escalated. There's a couple things I'm confused on. I'm confused on how it's a crime. A little bit.
Yeah, it's not really stealing.
Yeah,
it's just like I moved it over to my cubicle and then I'm using it.
Yeah.
How? Yeah, I don't know.
And why did he not just, at that point, he should have just, I don't know if I believe it all totally being real, but let's just, for the sake of this, we had to assume that it is real. Let's stay in that mindset. Why did he choose to get arrested versus just giving the chair back? The employer, the other employee.
He could have just, exactly.
And once the cops show up, if it was me, if I was like as insane to allow this chair to go out of this proportion and let the cops show up on my behalf for taking this chair, by the time the cops show up, I'm giving the chair back.
I'm
no questions asked.
Yeah.
Which is just life. But that doesn't take away from the fact. My other thought is the guy got fired, obviously, and I think he wanted to be fired a little bit, and that tells me that this job is not worth all this headache, which means he should have just, at some point, he should have waited for that guy to either leave or get there early, take the chair, and just quit. That is another solution to this problem, because he was ready to leave on day 5 or 6 or whatever. So like, you don't care enough about this job to like make it worth all this. So yeah, and that way he is the cusshole, but that doesn't take away the fact that this other guy. That's where I'm kind of dealing with this one and the last one. Everyone involved is a cusshole. The owner should have should have taken some leadership and just been like, hey, just give the chair back. But like both the people involved directly made way too big of a deal out of it, and it escalated, and now they're both their lives are going to be impacted by this. The guy who wrote this in some way this isn't going to just like be ignored on every like job application ever. It's going to show up on his permanent record or whatever when they run background checks. He got fired, all this stuff. His name will probably be involved in the like when charges are pressed.
So
like,
let me stop you right there, because I have some pretty rough news.
Oh,
just about every comment looks like, and there's 4,000 comments on this. Just about everyone looks like this. You all believe this? Seriously? You all read this story and believe that this actually happened? Any of it? Come on.
Right.
Edit. You're the cusshole for writing a lazy, transparent fiction. The next one. Did anybody else line up and clap at you when you drove your chair out into the parking lot? What a stupid story. You're the cusshole for making this up. And then this person said, I can make up stuff that didn't happen too. Your fictional tale is so cute. Cops arriving on site for an office chair.
Okay, fine. Let's live in the world where this is not real. Yeah. The last one sounded funny, and the first one also sounded funny. You pick one this time.
The last one was the last one.
Oh, I thought there was one after that one.
I don't think so. There was. I'll go through them again though. Oh yes, there was. Sorry, that was not the last one. It was the one telling the guy to shut up during a job interview, and then there was embarrassing my husband's coworker for embarrassing me and my husband, and then there was telling my girlfriend I have every right to. I like that one because I have every right to defend my home if someone starts kicking in my door.
Okay, if you want to do that one, we can.
Let's see if it's all right. I was interviewing this guy for a very good software engineering position. He passed the first round, and both I and everyone involved in the second round really liked his resume and experience. On paper, he had everything we were looking for, and honestly, this looked like a life-changing opportunity for him. Then he shows up, very serious and not smiling at all. I'm used to that in tech interviews, and I understand it can be an intimidating environment. We did a round of introductions, and then he opened the interview up by saying, "Let me tell you a little bit about myself." We said, "Okay, go for it." He started talking about his personal and professional background, and after 3 minutes, I jumped in to ask a follow-up question based on something he mentioned. He replied, "I will answer, just give me a moment," and continued talking. A coworker jumped in with another question, and he said the same thing to her. At this point, we were kind of looking at each other, but decided to let him continue and give him the benefit of the doubt. But after more than 5 minutes, I jumped in again with another question. I had to talk over him to do it. He finally paused and answered, but in such a long-winded way that he ended up veering into another topic. My coworker asked another question, and the same thing happened. At this point, I was ready to end the interview. I tried to wrap it up several times, but he was unable to read the room and just kept talking. I finally raised my voice slightly and said something like, "Thank you very much for sharing your background. In the interest of time, I'd like to ask if you have any questions for us. This is a standard protocol and helps us prepare answers for future interviews." He asked us a question about the team. As I was answering, he raised his finger and interrupted to talk more about his background. I let it go. Then he asked another question, which my coworker started to answer, but again he spoke over to talk about himself. I tried once more to interrupt politely, but he kept talking. At that point, I was done. I said, "John," whoa, we just doxed this guy. "John, you really have to shut up and listen." He was surprised, as was my coworker, but he finally stopped talking. I continued, "You walked into this room with a 99% chance of getting this job. Now that chance is 0. The only reason is because in less than 15 minutes, you've demonstrated that you don't have the capacity to listen at all. So I'm telling you now, you're not getting the job, but if you take anything away from this interview, let it be this. No matter how good you are technically, if you can't listen, you'll never excel in this career." He apologized and said, "Can we start again?" I replied, "You had your chance. Best of luck in your future interviews. Make sure you listen." Looking back, I know I could have handled that differently, but I still feel bad for the guy. Not a cusshole at all.
Yeah, not really
this
at
guy,
all.
This guy is insane. You just go in and you start like word vomiting on the interviewer. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like, frankly, the only reason this guy's a cusshole in any way is that he's taking this obviously not cusshole thing to Reddit and saying, "Hey guys, look at me doing my job and providing feedback to someone who isn't going to be a good fit at our company." But now everyone knows the story. You know, like honestly, that's like the thing I take away mostly from this stories is like, what are people trying to get out of this when they post these stories? But yeah, this guy, no, you're just doing I've gotten feedback on interviews plenty of times. That's just part of the job. It's not always this bad, obviously, but I've never had I've never been that bad in an interview.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that because that wasn't from Reddit. I interviewed your former employer and asked them for an interview story about you, and that's what they said. So,
well, here's the thing. Hey, clown, you said former employer, which means I got the job.
Get
no butted
employer.
Come on,
bro.
son. Never.
Yes,
I've actually gotten
ever
every
heard
job.
of it? Ever
I've
heard
actually
of
gotten
it?
every job. I've actually gotten every job I've ever interviewed for. So I don't want to.
Is that true? Because I feel like I remember you going up for some big interviews that maybe we didn't hear about the results. I feel like we all have. I feel like I've done that too.
No, I definitely have. I'm just kidding. One time I interviewed for like a job. I don't know how I even got to the final round of interviews, and it was like you needed like 15 to 20 years of experience for it. And like I got in the interview and like clearly like the person who was interviewing me was like wondering why I was there too, and I was wondering why I was there. But I sat on that interview she was nice enough to sit there for 30 minutes, and I even at the end I was like, hey, if there's anything else you guys have at your company, I just like I'll take that instead, because like obviously like it was like in my field, so like I could have found a spot, and like, but this was like being in charge of like, it was like the global like lead of like procurement or something. It was like one step below like the C-suite, and I have no idea how I got there, but it was, yeah, that one was crazy. But that was I listened a lot in that interview because I didn't know what else to say.
And sometimes listening is the best medicine, is what I've heard.
Something like that, man.
Yeah, something like that. All right, I'm gonna give you an option to do one more. It's grim, and if you want to do it, we can do it quick. There's an update to it as well, so we'll know what happens. But am I the cusshole for being mad at my husband for saying he would pick his deceased wife over me?
Ooh, okay. Okay.
It's a bit grim, but we can get through it.
Yeah, just churn it out.
All right. My 34 female, so the person writing this is 34 female, husband, 37 male, was married once before me. She was his high school sweetheart. They started dating their junior year, survived long distance during college, and got married when they were both 23 very shortly after graduating college.
That kind of describes us.
Right, but she unexpectedly passed away at age 26, the age I'm turning this year, unfortunately, from an aneurysm, and it obviously devastated him, especially because they were extremely young. They never had children. He contemplated remarrying because he was so heartbroken. What? Oh, I guess like this is later on. I thought like there's the immediate aftermath. He was just like contemplating remarrying.
Right.
But this is later. But they ended up meeting about 4 years after that. Oh wait, huh? That's a weird sentence, right? He contemplated remarrying because he was so heartbroken. That sounds like a bad reason to get remarried.
Remarrying with her, and then they didn't, and then 4 years later they did get married.
No, because they met 4 years later.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll just pretend I understand it.
Yeah, we'll pretend we understand what that means. But we got married when I was 31 and he was 34, and we have 2 children. Last night, we were at a friend potluck gathering. Everything was going well until one of our friends brought up a new topic that had to do with relationships. She's newly divorced, so it was about her divorce. Classic. It doesn't say that there. That's a classic scenario, yeah. Others were chiming in with past relationships from high school, college, etc. I had said I never thought I would get married because my luck with men has always been terrible until my husband and I met. And I felt very lucky to have met him. Aww. After a little while longer, my husband brings up his deceased wife. Everyone knows he was married before me and that she passed. He was talking about her and then drops a bomb and goes, if she walked through that front door right now, I'd pick up where we left off.
Oh.
If I'm being honest, it felt like someone put my heart into a Oster blender. It doesn't say Oster in there, but
no, that's just for us.
I've thrown that in there, and punched me in the gut as hard as they could.
Mm.
Everyone in the room could sense the awkwardness that followed. To avoid making a scene, I just laughed it off, even though I think it was still obvious that it hurt me. I just felt that if you still felt that way, then why are we married? I never asked him to get over his wife. I've never had a deceased spouse or even a deceased partner, so I'm unsure how that feels, but I would never say that in front of my new spouse. After the gathering, we left and I did not speak to him the entire car ride home or barely the entire night. I did not tell him that what he said hurt my feelings deeply and that we could talk, or no, I did tell him, that what he said hurt my feelings deeply, and then we could talk it over in the morning once I've calmed down because I didn't want to say something mean to him. I ended up sleeping on the couch because he would not leave me alone. It's now the next morning and I barely slept. He is still sleeping. I'm not really sure what to say or what he will say. Yeah.
Wait,
that's
and
pretty sad.
What was the title of this one again?
Am I the cusshole for being mad at my husband for saying he would pick his deceased wife over me?
Okay. My answer to that question is no, you are not.
No, you're not.
Next question.
it feels like maybe he is not over her, which is okay as well. It's just like maybe don't get married and have 2 kids, you know?
Right. Yeah, you can't do that. That's just not healthy for anyone who's still left in the equation. So yeah, that's messed up. And I hope the update supports our stance on this.
The update's a bit long.
How about you go through it so quick?
Yeah, do you want I'll go through it. I can summarize it.
Let's go through it until we find out.
And then you can just edit. You can edit like
I'll just You read it and I'll
okay.
Make a big cut.
If we need to snip some, we can snip some.
Right. Hit it, Snitch. Hey, it's Snitch here.
Who's Snitch? Is that the editor we've hired?
Snitch. Shoot,
who is Snitch? Just a disgusting editor we've hired. Okay. So the update starts with, this may be a long one. I also tried to reply to as many comments as I could, but don't care about that. Also, alcohol was not involved. Okay. My husband is 6'3" and almost 250 pounds. Okay. Flex. All right, chill. He had eaten quite a bit and had 1 beer. He was practically sober. Okay, who said? I guess other comments were probably saying alcohol. Anyway, we talked. I asked him to go first and to not interrupt. If I could go first and not interrupt. He doesn't usually interrupt anyway. She's like full in defense mode. I can feel it from the reading.
Yeah.
This isn't verbatim. Just
she married LeBron James though, so how can you blame her?
Yeah, 6'3", 250.
This show's called Until We Agree.
Okay, so we're back. I was thinking we just don't cut that out, but then it went on for like 10 minutes. So we're back now. The update essentially is people on Reddit are saying just divorce the guy, which I think is a drastic jump to conclusions.
I think that's like the common thing in a relationship thread or like something like that. People are like, this is red flag, sign of divorce. Let's get the paperwork started.
It's so easy for someone who's not involved in it to just say, just give up. But that's not how love works. And so I think there's a lot of growth to be had. She's not the cusshole in any ways. But let's just do our best to wish them the best. You know?
That sucks because I thought that update was going to be an update and really nothing was.
It wasn't.
Updated.
It was just her thoughts on everything.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss anything. They're just going to try to work it out. That is essentially what she said, but it took her. Man, she wouldn't stop yet.
Maybe yeah. I was gonna say maybe this guy's got a point.
Dude, I don't know. This is. Let's move on. This is a weird episode.
We can decide later if that makes the cut.
Something tells me it's going to. All right, so we're moving on. We're moving on. We're like way into this recording, but we're cutting out a lot from what I understand. I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but let's jump into. It's December now, and it's time to start talking Christmas. We got through Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Obviously, we recorded this before that, but I'm sure you will. Christmas is all about Christmas. So I created a tournament, a Christmas movie bracket, and it is maybe not all it's maybe not my like top 16 favorite Christmas movies, but it's a bunch of fun ones that I really like. You mean
17?
What?
Because there's one that gets to have the honor of squaring up with the winner of this bracket, right?
Oh yeah, yes, kinda, and we'll explain.
And I know exactly what it is. I've had enough time to dissect. I know exactly what movie it is.
I'm looking at this. Okay. It looks like there's 2 the Santa Clauses on this graphic. But I know which
one of the Santa Clauses with.
I already have an answer for that, so don't worry about that. I gave Sea-Dog. Sea-Dog made this bracket and really messed it up. But I gave Sea-Dog 16 movies. And told him to seed them how he wants. Oh wait, I have the actual seeding, which I think is actually correct. The bracket graphic he made is not correct. So, movie 1 is Love Actually versus Operation Christmas Drop, which is brutal for me.
Is it? I feel like Love Actually is the clear winner there.
It is. It is the winner. Have you seen Operation Christmas Drop though?
No.
It's awesome. Oh, I love it so much. I watch it every single year. It's on Netflix.
I'm gonna look this up and see the disgusting movie cover.
It's about like a woman who works for like a congresswoman who has to go to Guam.
Yep, this looks terrible.
And she falls in love with a military man who loves Christmas. Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
No.
But yeah, Love Actually is actually the best. So Love Actually moves on. And for this, let's just say we have to agree on which one moves on.
Okay.
So we'll just have one bracket. Next is the 8-9 matchup, The Holiday versus A Christmas Story, which is another great matchup. My thought is The Holiday. I love The Holiday. The Holiday is not really a Christmas movie, though.
It
happens during Christmas. It happens during Christmas, but they don't really talk about Christmas much. It's mostly just Jack Black talking about music and Cameron Diaz falling in love with Jude Law, but not really
I'm surprised
Christmas.
The Christmas Story is that low because the whole like Red Ryder BB gun, like I see those at the store.
Yeah,
the brand is everlasting. 42 years later,
I would be okay to give A Christmas Story the win there.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, and then next we have the 5-12, which is Home Alone versus Deck the Halls. And I just watched Deck the Halls just watched 2 days ago. Yeah,
and so
for the first time, and I liked it a lot.
I'm sure you liked it a lot.
Do you feel strongly about liking Home Alone?
Yeah.
That's
I like
fine.
Home Alone a lot.
I would give Home Alone.
I know I've seen Deck the Halls, but I can't remember it. Like, it's been a while. I probably saw it like close to when it came out.
It's good. It's pretty good. He wants his house. Danny DeVito wants his house to be seen from space, so he puts a lot of lights on it. Because apparently he's poor, and that's what poor people want to do.
Okay.
It's a good story though. Next, but we'll give Home Alone the win. The Grinch versus The Night Before Christmas. Night spelled Knight. This is a Vanessa Hudgens joint on Netflix where a knight gets sent from the past, obviously, to the present day into a small Christmas village town that Vanessa Hudgens apparently knows everyone in and knows the sheriff quite well. And they help this knight fall in love with her and also acclimate to the modern day. And in the span of like 36 hours, despite the fact that he's not vaccinated at all, which is the only problem I have with the movie, is he definitely would have caught a disease immediately.
Well, I mean, I will say,
I love it though.
I'm sure you do. It looks very Hallmark, and I'm always going to pick the opposite of Hallmark.
It's not, dude. It's not Hallmark.
If you think it's better than The Grinch, we can give you that one.
Here's the thing: is The Grinch is having a resurgence because like people who play the Grinch like on social media are actually a lot funnier than the real Grinch, and so people I think give the Grinch too much credit from the movies. Not that good actually, but modern day Grinches are good. I would give it to The Night Before Christmas though.
Okay,
I love
let's
it.
Give it to The Night Before Christmas.
Yes, dude, you're an idiot. Okay. Number 2 seed Die Hard versus Christmas with the Cranks, 15 seed. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm giving this to Christmas with the Cranks every day of the week, twice on Christmas.
Yeah, I've never seen Die Hard, but I have seen Christmas with the Cranks.
And it crushes.
And yeah, I can tell you right now, there's nothing better than Tim Allen in a Christmas movie.
That's what I'm saying, man. Speaking of Tim Allen in a Christmas movie, how about Christmas Vacation versus The Santa Claus?
The Santa Claus, clear.
Santa Claus,
Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase has no match for anything Tim Allen's got going on.
Especially, the Santa Claus is truly a classic in every sense of the word.
Now, I will say, Christmas with the Cranks, back to that for a second, there's a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is insane. I don't know anyone who actually doesn't like Christmas with the Cranks. Everyone who's seen it likes it. Yeah, that's actually so wrong. 5%? What is it on Letterboxd?
On Letterboxd, it is a 2.8. So right middle of the road.
Middle of the road. That's a fine ranking for as cinema, but like it's actually a hit. Everyone likes it. I can't believe that. I've never heard someone say a single bad thing about Christmas with the Cranks. Anyways, we'll come back to it. It advanced. This is crazy. Number 6 seed Elf versus 11 seed Red One. And do you know what Red One is?
Yes, it's the easiest choice of all time. It's the worst, maybe the worst movie ever. Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. Are we serious?
Ryan Reynolds is not in it.
Oh, he's not in this one? But it's The Rock, right?
It's The Rock and J.K. Simmons.
Oh, J.K. Simmons. Oh, and a polar bear. I thought Ryan Reynolds was the polar bear.
Oh, maybe he is the polar bear. I don't know. I didn't make that connection. Did you see it? You saw Red One?
Chris Evans.
I liked Red One. It's not as good as Elf by any means. It doesn't come close, but it's actually like fairly decent for like what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna entertain that.
Dude, you sound like a fool then. Okay, but Elf moves on for sure. The Polar Express versus Fred Claus.
Now, Fred Claus. I have to. I'm pretty sure I've seen this.
Okay.
It's Vince Vaughn. What happens in this movie?
Vince Vaughn plays Vince Vaughn like Vince Vaughn is in every movie.
Right,
But he's
okay.
Santa Claus's
Classic.
brother, who's like a burnout. I think he's a repo man, which is like he's the complete opposite of Santa Claus.
Oh.
But Santa really likes his brother. But he knows he's kind of like essentially. Santa Claus is having to choose between cutting off Fred Claus or like teaching him how to love Christmas, because Mrs. Claus keeps saying you can't keep stealing money from us, essentially, because he was. So that's kind of the dilemma in Fred Claus.
I think I'm sold. I was never that big on the Polar Express.
Dude, if you haven't seen it, it's probably worth the watch this season for you. And yeah, Polar Express is kind of it's for lack of a better word, it's a polarizing movie. And
it's just kind of mid. And
I can be on the other
everybody?
end. He is every single person. That's true. But yeah, we'll give it to Fred Claus then. So that's all the round one. So going into round two, we have Love Actually versus A Christmas Story.
Yeah, it's always gonna be Love Actually.
It has to be.
It's just hard
Love
to
Actually.
beat. I think Love Actually, because I know that the winner of this bracket takes on the newest hot Christmas movie. I think that's what your plan was. You haven't told me. But I think that's the only thing that's gonna stand toe to toe with it.
Do you want to sing it really quick? The song?
I can't say that I know the song.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Christmas
you're
is
talking
all
about the
around
Love
me.
Actually song. I thought you were talking about from the other unnamed new Christmas movie that we can't.
Oh, are you talking about Jonas Brothers Christmas? No,
Bro,
that's not.
You can't spoil
That's
it.
not it. That's not it.
Everybody
So
should
don't
go
worry
watch
about
it
it.
though.
It is, yeah, go watch that one. That one has songs in it as well, for sure. Okay, Love Actually moves on.
Yes.
Home Alone versus The Night Before Christmas. And if I would allow you to have Home Alone beat The Night Before Christmas because I know you like it and you were nice enough to give me one round of Night Before Christmas.
When did we talk the night before? Oh, the I forgot it was the night before Christmas. Yeah. I was like, the night before Christmas was on this list.
No, we'll give it to Home Alone though.
Yeah, we'll have to. I think we have to.
Okay, Christmas with the Cranks. This is the Tim Allen matchup. Christmas with the Cranks versus the Santa Claus.
Oh,
for me, it's closer than I think most people would say. I would give it. What were you gonna say? Which one?
I think you have to go with the Santa Claus.
For me, it's really close. But yeah, the Santa Claus is the classic. And then I think about where they go in Santa Claus 2, and I like where Santa Claus 2 goes well. It goes as well. So I'm giving it to Santa Claus as well.
Let's go.
Okay. Last matchup: Elf versus Fred Claus.
Yeah, so Elf will take the easy victory.
Yeah, so Elf will take the easy victory there, like I said.
Right, and like I said, that's true.
Yeah. So, okay. Final four, I think. We have Love Actually versus Home Alone.
Dang. Okay. Now the heavyweights are stepping up.
Yeah. For me, this is easy, but I want to. This is Love Actually for me for sure. Because if you look around, Love Actually is all around.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Like, I don't ever have an urge to rewatch Home Alone. I get it. I know what happens. He sets the traps and that little man and that big man, they fall for him every time.
Yeah. I really haven't seen it in a long time, but Love Actually I watch like almost yearly at this point, I think.
Yeah. Daily, I think I've heard you say.
It's getting close. We have Elf versus the Santa Claus, which is a tough matchup.
That gets tougher.
But for me, personally, it's Elf is my magnum opus when it comes to Christmas movies.
It's your magnum opus.
Yeah. My magnum opus of opinion.
Okay. I think we're in agreement here. I mean, this is where it gets tough.
Uh-huh.
Because Elf versus Love Actually. Can we have ties? Because they're not even the same. They're not the same. One's a full-on rom-com, and one's just a com.
Yeah, but if we think about which one's more Christmas, I might like Love Actually more than I like Elf, but do I like it as more of a Christmas movie than Elf?
Yeah, Elf's as Christmas as it gets.
It doesn't get more Christmas than Elf, especially like modern day
He's a literal
Christmas.
elf from Christmas.
It captures everything you need and like what you think about like the Christmas season. It's like the whimsy and the joy of Santa Claus, and then also the gross commercialism kind of all being like commented on in one movie.
And might I say he's an elf from Christmas?
Yeah, he is.
Like the North Pole. He came from the North Pole.
Yeah, he came here on a cube of ice. Like what?
Like what?
Pardon my language, but are you freaking kidding me right now?
Are you serious right now?
Are you serious right now? I think I'm serious right now when I say it has to be Elf for me.
I'm okay with it. I think Love Actually is probably, if we're film buffs, if we're putting them on our film buff hat, Love Actually is a better film.
But here's the thing: we don't wear hats because we don't want to go bald.
Right, and if we're putting on our visor that says Christmas movie enthusiast, we're watching that.
So, yeah, I completely agree. What this comes down to though is the final matchup is actually a Christmas TV show, and so that's why I didn't want to include it in the bracket. That's actually still a movie, buddy, but so close. It's actually closer than you think because the Jonas Brothers actually produced the show I'm talking about. It is what competes for me with Elf as like my favorite thing to watch during the Christmas season. And so I'm glad we got Elf to the finals. But this is a show called Dash and Lily, and it also is peak Christmas in every sense of the word. You have like an elf-like character, and you have like a little Scrooge Grinch character, and they have to fall in love. And the question is, will they or won't they?
No, we're not.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. Have you seen it? But we're not.
Dude, you can't speak on it then. No, you can't. You have to watch it. Okay, it has 8 episodes, and they're only like 20 minutes long each. You have to watch it. You have to. I'm serious.
But I've got to tell you, I can see that Nick Jonas is in this, and after
he's not
seeing
in
his
it actively.
Acting,
no, he's not in it like
no, but I can see a screenshot of him in a scene.
He's in one scene. He's in one scene.
After seeing his acting in he was by far the worst actor in the Jonas Brothers Christmas.
Makes no sense. He's in Jumanji. So yeah, good try.
He's terrible. No. This is insane that you gave this
you have to watch
a 4-round bye. Like what were you thinking?
Dude, you have to watch it. Until you watch it, I don't respect your opinion on it, truly.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if this comes across the screen. Did you know it's based on books?
I did actually. I haven't read the books, but maybe I should, honestly. Okay. We're running real long today. So we have one last thing, Q&A. If you made it this far, give us a follow, give us a 5-star. We'd appreciate that so much. Follow us on Instagram at Until We Agree, TikTok at Until We Agree. And if you're listening on Spotify or anywhere, you can leave a comment somewhere. Leave a comment, ask us a question, and it'll be featured live in the Q&A section right now. We do it every week. So obviously we filmed this one way in advance in August, and it's December now. And this episode came out after an episode that we already released. And so our normal Q&A people haven't gotten around to asking a question. But someone named Brittany did ask us a Q&A question. And so that is what's going on this week. And it's in the same vein, you could say, as the Christmas movie bracket we just did. And it is, I'm tired of people saying that they don't like red velvet cake if they like chocolate because red velvet cake is just chocolate. Thoughts?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, the cake is just chocolate, but people like to put the bad icing on red velvet cake and they put the good icing on chocolate cake. What's up with that?
Dude, okay, so are you talking about like nothing bunt cake, not sponsored?
No, I mean that's just like a
that
common
kind of
thing.
icing?
When people make red velvet cake, they put like what is it? What kind of ice cream is it?
It's the nothing bunt cake icing, right? That's what you're talking about. That like
it's
full.
Not. No. It's not the texture of the icing. It's the flavor.
I know what you're talking, but it's like that. Yeah, it's like very thick, the very thick white icing.
Cream cheese frosting. Nobody wants cream cheese on top of their cake.
I don't know, man. I think a lot of people are turned off at the idea of red
nobody
velvet
wants
cake.
that.
And they just don't get it.
It's because it's filled with cream cheese. I just want icing. I want sugar. And I want sugar and frosting and it to not be cream cheese and put that on my chocolate cake or red velvet cake because they're the same thing.
Me if I was Buddy the Elf. Is this on? I said I said me if I was Buddy the Elf.
Oh, you said me if I was Buddy the
Because he likes sugar, you know?
Dude, that's funny. That's funny. You must have cut out there for a second.
It must have been, man.
Dude, that's
All
funny.
right. This has been Until We Agree. Tyler, take us out.
No, I'm still mad about because I agree that the cake is chocolate, but people
Just really
put
quick,
on the
just really
cake,
quick,
it's
just really quick.
different standards.
Hey, just really quick. Can I say
Yeah.
something? Hit it, Hutch.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Okay, continue.
I also just like, do you know what makes red velvet cake red?
Tell me. I think I might know.